Welcome everyone, you may be seated. What an entrance.
Did you expect anything else?
Didn't expect anything less. Today we gather here to celebrate the wedding of Carol Hamilton and Hernando Alfonso. You have come here to share in this formal commitment they make to one another, to offer your love and support to this union, and to allow Carol and Hernando to start their married life together, surrounded by the people dearest and most important to them. To those who don't know me, I am Rick Criswell, and I first met Carol in 2010 in Tampa. I had lived there and worked for her cousin Judy Lacey, and the day that we met, we were celebrating someone that we love dearly, Rachel Lacey. And Carol and I first just had this instant connection, like no other. And from that entrance, I can see that probably everybody has that same connection with you, Carol. Our friendship grew actually over social media over the last 5 years through Facebook, because I only met her one time in person, and that was it. And so when she asked me to officiate this magical day, I couldn't say anything but yes. And of course, for the last month, I've actually been on vocal rest because I'm suffering some laryngitis. So I told Carol, I said, we're going to do my best and we'll give a little B. Arthur impersonation today. A little Harvey, I don't know, but we'll do our best. So here we go. Okay. The love that Carol and Hernando have for each other was destined to be from their first meeting. Hernando and Carol would go on medical missions trips with a group called Northeast Volunteer Optometric Services to Humanity. Hernando had been with the group from its inception, being on 25 plus trips, and Carol had been on at least 5 or 6 more trips. They met 4.5 years ago when the trip took them to Nueva Esperanza, El Salvador. Hernando was living in Tarrytown, New York, and Carol at the time was living in Shelton, Connecticut. Nueva Esperanza translates to New Hope, and the trip to New Hope sparked a friendship and ultimately the love that we are here to witness today. Marriage sometimes is not just between the couple, because it is also for the children joining in the union. For them it is or can be more than just witnessing. There is an opportunity for them to bring themselves into a new family and in a symbolic sense give themselves to this new venture. Hernando has 2 beautiful daughters, Susanna and Sarah, and Carol has 3 handsome sons, Noel, Baird, and Evan, plus a beautiful daughter-in-law, Melissa, and a 4-month-old grandson, Nathan. Together, they all create a new family. Carol and Hernando. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of human relationships. No ceremony can create your marriage, only you can do that. Through love and patience, through dedication and perseverance, through talking and listening, helping and supporting and believing in each other, through tenderness and laughter, through learning to forgive, learning to appreciate your differences, and by learning to make the important things matter and let the rest go. Hernando, step a little closer. I think you want to do that. Hernando, will you take this woman to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, and be faithful to her as long as you shall live? Carol, will you have this man to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, and be faithful to him as long as you shall live? 2 people in love do not live in isolation. Their love is a source of strength with which they may nourish not only each other but also the world around them. And in turn, we, their community of family and friends, have a responsibility to this couple. By our steadfast care, respect, and love, we can support their marriage and the new family they are creating today. Will everyone please rise? And after I finish asking you all this question, I would like for you all to respond, we will. Will you here who are present today, Carol, you guys, can you look at these wonderful people surrounding you here?
They are, too.
Will you who are present here today surround Carol and Hernando in love, offering them the joys of your friendship and supporting them in their marriage?
We will.
You may be seated.
Thank you.
We've come to the point of the ceremony where we're going to ask you to say your vows to one another. But before we do that, I ask that you remember that love, which is rooted in faith, trust, and acceptance, will be the foundation of an abiding and deepening relationship. No other ties are more tender, no other vows are more sacred than those you now assume. If you are able to keep the vows you take here today, not because of any religious or civic law, but out of limitation, then your life will have joy, and the home you establish will have a place in which you both will find the direction of your growth, your freedom, and your responsibility. Hernando, would you please read your vows?
Dear Carol and Hernando, I say both names because these promises are for both of us as we start and continue our lives together from this day on. I promise that I will both continue to build our own universe involving our families, Nate the youngest and Barbara the oldest, and all our friends. I promise that in that universe we will create our own world where we can have our own dreams realized with love, trust, and understanding. I promise that I will work together in support of each other on our good days and in any difficult times that we have in this life. Lastly, I promise that I will start a day with a song and maybe a cup of coffee. And finish a day with a Thanksgiving prayer to the Almighty for another day together. Amen.
Would you read your vows?
Hernando, as we begin the next chapter of our lives together, as long as we live and beyond, I look forward to laughing together and always finding a little humor in everything. Comforting each other through ups and downs, growing together, each in individual ways, but in support of each other. Each day, I will try to think of ways to make your day a little easier. Together, we will continue to serve others who are not as fortunate as we. Accepting each other for who we are. And each morning, when you bring me coffee in bed, and he does, you make my heart happy. You are a gift sent to me from heaven.
May I have the rings, please? We're going to do the rings. Look at this little...
The youngest little ring bearer.
Sorry, Ralph.
From the earliest of times, the circle has been a symbol of completeness, a symbol of love that is never ending. As often as either of you look at this symbol, be reminded of the commitment to love each other. Hernando, please place the ring on Carol's finger and repeat after me. Carol, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I will give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Push. Did last week.
There we go. Carol, place the ring on Hernando's finger and repeat after me. Hernando, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Hernando, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Carol and Hernando, you have now affirmed before your family and friends your love and care for each other. May the challenges of your life together be met with courage and optimism. May you learn from your failures and grow in your achievements. May your life together bless you with family and friends who love and support you. May you face troublesome times with a stout but light heart. May you share with others the radiance of your seasons of joy and pleasure. May you always remember that a sense of humor and saying, "I'm sorry," are both magical and healing. May the spirit of love be ever a part of your lives so that the union that we celebrate here today be worthy of continued celebration tomorrow and thereafter. Before this gathering, Carol and Hernando, you have promised your love to each other and have given rings to wear as a sign of your commitment. Now therefore, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Hernando.